Selassie, I Marcus, I ever live in a on this day as the journey begins, look to the east to see the coming of the King. Yeah. On this day as the journey begins, trot with might, faith, courage within the. On this day as the journey begins, open up the book of life and read a chapter 2. Yeah. On this day, liberate your mind and soul. On this day, China in a full control. On this day as the journey begins, look to the east to see the coming of the King. Yeah. On this day as the journey begins, trot with might, faith, courage within the. On this day as the journey begins, open up the book of life and read a chapter 2. Yeah. On this day, liberate your mind and soul. On this day, China in a full control.
Wadada, greetings. Showcase number 8. Introducing Fire Code out of Guadeloupe.
Right.
Well, this cover for the ganja done. We tell them right now.
Roots Wadada, Fire Code, you on the line?
Blessed love and
Bless. Yes, Fire Code. Greetings,
Yeah, thanks.
welcome. Good to have you on Mount. Showcase number 8. We've been looking forward for this very special showcase, Fire Code out of Chop Chop Production. You calling from Guadeloupe?
Yeah, actually I was born on the island of St. Martin, but I'm actually now in Guadeloupe.
Exactly, indeed. So all the music that we're going to be running is your creation. It's your design through the inspiration of His Imperial Majesty, of course.
Exactly.
So we're going to run a few tracks. Then we're going to have you on an interview basis, and all clarification, all information, please, we'll be more than happy to share it with those who are tuning in right now. And
Okay, no problem.
I'm telling you, this brother Fire Cole, he's such a top melody maker, organist, and all this. So just enjoy the tunes, and as we warm up, you'll see the vibes and catch up with all the positive message that he's going to share with us. So Wadada, Roots Wadada, hell up to ISI, hell up to Father Chop, hell up to Abendigo, hell up to the family out there, hell up to all those who are tuning in. Let's get started.
Now have a blend on the silky sands. Father is a lot in linguistic this one. So me is a little Jamaican. Now me chalice in me pipe with some white
vibration. Man a straight verbalists, them can't ban this one. Me hear the big sound a play, so me come sing along. Hey, hey. Now me come fi sing me song. Me see the squad of is starting to go ration. Tell them straight right, you know nothing to be found, because it just enter in a the bingy zone.
Wicked, I'll show the idea. Brand new tune. We're looking from the top to the very last drop.
Well, these spoke up for the ganja done. We tell them trade right now, yes, it clean a land. Yes, the greener of a blend and the silky sand. So, pass the reason line, let me see these ones. Yes, we keep this bang, bang. Yes, we keep this bang, bang. Yes, we keep this bang, bang.
Yes, so this brother was born in St. Martin's, and it's from there that he forwarded to Guadeloupe, like he just mentioned it, with his mother and his sister to continue his studies. Once in Guadeloupe, he became chanting with a few brethren from St. Martin's in a group called Massive Crew. They held gathering in small studio and would link up during the summer vacation. During this time, he went by the name of Twits Miller. Similar to many youth, Fire grew up surrounded by music from his grandmother's church service. He additionally was exposed to culture by the way of listening to the radio, at those time, most of the youth on the island were listening to the dance hall. Fire got his first vision when he brought up his album Live by Sizzla. This album would become his Bible for the next 3 years. During this time, he realized that all black people are deeply connected and began to understand the power of the word. He began to listen to the music in a totally different way. Even at this young age of 15, Fire knew he was going to create music. At 18, he obtained his first computer and saw a video recording of Sizzla recording a track with Honorable John Marcus at Chop Chop Production in Judgment Yard, Augustown of Jamaica. It is at this time that he understood that he wanted to become a music producer. Fire Cole?
Yes, Honorable.
Well. So this is you. Again, welcome to have you with us. We have various questions, but once again, we're going to run your music. You just stay on the line and just run some questions that I've obtained from the various people who have sent me. Okay?
No problem. Give thanks.
Give thanks to you.
Holy Manuel, I Selassie, I Marcus, I only that noise I get to Ximela Chaplin. I dwell and hold a meditation upon the hills. Tell them right now why and I'm moving tranquil. And each and everywhere we have to go, we are chill. Rastaman not do this until ends of time. When you read between the lines, open up and uplift the positive mind. Cause in a the tabernacle of life, you come fi shine. So now let Babylon make you incline. Yeah, observe the nature and come see the signs. When Well, in a sweetness, not sour like lime. Righteous levity until line I incline. Brotherhood, the march out and we not play, we blind, yeah. Eyes is for life, yeah. Lion of Judah shall prevail as long as we hail. In this ya baby, eyes is for life, yeah. Lion of Judah shall prevail as long as we hail. In this ya baby, till I walk and I search for the light. Find joy and splendor, yes, in the night. Well, in the essence of creation is right. One day humanity will fly like the kite. Mass manipulation will be out of we sight. Now let the Prince of Peace bless you with might. Roar River Jordan, Swadig and delight. That friendly island in a just me say now. Eyes is for life, yeah. Lion of Judah shall prevail as long as we hail. In this ya
Fire coal.
Yes, brother. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks.
Yes, so the name, Son of the Black Panther, how did you get this name, Fire Coal?
Fire Cove. Well, that name actually, it came originally from the Honorable John Marcus, you know, because my name in French more or less is about charcoal, you know, everything that's about charcoal. And then after, when John Marcus hear charcoal, he told me, no, your name originally is Fire Coal, you know. So I threw with that, I say, no problem. That's on the real.
On the
The
real,
essence of how he, yeah, on the real, the essence of how he put it,
yeah,
it gives more sense and significance, you know.
absolutely,
As
absolutely,
the one that gave the light and the heat
yeah,
to any black solid residue composed of carbon matter, you know.
yes, yes,
So since every being is made with carbon, well, I go with that, you know. Fire coal, yeah, bring the light and bring the heat.
strictly Kemet style, yes, absolutely, Fire
Yes.
Coal.
Yes, yes.
I see that. Son of the Black Panther. Whoa. So what was it growing up in Martinique like? How was it?
Well, actually, I grew up in Saint Martin, not Martinique, but that's no problem.
Guadeloupe,
it
exactly,
was-
St. Martin's. How was it growing up there? Or
Well,
how
it
was it,
was-
put
it
it
was
this
good.
way, how was it growing in the Caribbean compared maybe in
Exactly.
elsewhere or in America or in Europe? Because you grew up in the Caribbean, we grew up elsewhere.
Well,
So how you compare that?
It was good. Really, you don't have nothing really to complain about, you know. We
Good.
lived a little humble life growing up in the parish, you know, with the family.
Yeah.
And we go by, like the season, you know, we go with the season. Everything, you know, it takes time. So, yeah,
So it's a different rhythm, different pace.
it's exactly a different pace. That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
You're still over there, you're still in Guadeloupe. Is it the same pace that when you was growing up, or things have just evolved, changed into something else as we speak right now? Compared to your
Well-
childhood. I mean, things do change, obviously,
something-
but
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna say. Everything has an evolution to it, you know. But the thing is that what's good is that certain things, not well, I was saying the natural stuff, it always keeps you grounded and recalls you of your childhood, you know. So everything, when I say natural stuff, is like nature, you know, going to the beach, things like that. It keeps
Oh,
you
man.
grounded, you know. You know that don't change, even though
Yes.
if we human beings we evolve. But certain things like that keep you grounded and keep you focused, you know.
I can't wait to visit those places because never been there, you know. But I can't wait. I know where you're going to take me. So let's run back to the music. You want to say something, please? Just go ahead.
No, I was just adding, you're more than welcome, you know. Now
Wow.
that you got the link, you can.
Yes.
Anytime you want to pass through, you know, you're welcome, bro.
Now you can't be saying this. You know, some of us, just what we hear this, we might just jump up and come up and settle down there. Okay. I hear you, though. I thank you for that. Fire Cold Beat. the son of the Black Panther.
Me singing on a SCS. It's not an SOS.
Different pace, you know.
China, China.
You hear them? Heavy than lead.
Right, Jaja people.
Tempo.
Alright, Jaja people. It's a right, Jaja people. You right, Jaja people. Alright, Jaja people. Time for right, Jaja people. And show them that we people. United we stand, divided we fall, but still we have to jump over the Jericho wall. Oh yeah, give me now the Eastern Bell for them all. Oh yeah. Rise, Jaja people, rise, Jaja people.
Fire. Who's the vocal on this one?
Well, if I told you that the vocals on this one was Fire before becoming Fire, you know?
So this is you on the vocal, right?
Yeah, most people don't really know me as a singer too, but I sing also, you know?
I can see, I said, that's Fire, that's Twit. Oh, that's Twits Miller.
Exactly, that's him.
I spelled on him. No, yeah, that's Twits Miller's chanting. Wow. I almost thought it was Lee Perry at one point of time. So you got that voice within, that connection.
True.
Yeah, so let's run to the next one. If you allow. It's okay? We can go to the next one?
No problem. The music is there for the population to hear.
Thank you, Lion. So how long does it take for you to compose, to produce the rhythm and so forth? Put it this way, how did you know that you wanted to do what you're doing?
So basically, like I said, I got inspired by the one called John Marcus, CEO of Chop Chop Productions, you know. I saw the video of him doing a track, recording a track with Sizzler.
Yes.
In his studio. And ever since that, I said, okay, singing part, I love the singing part also, you know, but the production part, that decided me to get into the production part.
So prior to that, you was into singing or chanting and also doing music, but not entirely producing.
Exactly.
So when you say producing, you mean like making CDs, labels, or promoting, having singers around you, organizing the entire process. You in control, or you envision and implement it.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's it.
Wow.
And to say that, coming back to the question on how long does it take, well, it all depends on the inspiration, you know, because sometimes I can compose on the fly, but most of the time it's inspiration, it's the feeling and the mood of how I am within, you know, that make me create. And then when I do the creation, then after I send it out to the world and try to find ones to sing upon the rhythm, you know.
Oh, wow. Your music beautiful. Your music very inspirational and very grounded into the heartbeat of the African or the global people in terms of the pulse, the rhythm, the content of the lyrics. And I salute you with your production, and salute you with your inspiration. I salute you for the creation of the melody that you've been just putting out of Chop Chop Production, correct?
Correct. That's it.
Wow. Just an honor to have you here with us and sharing your journey. There's another question that I've always wanted to ask you. How did you come to know Rastafari?
Well, I came across the knowledge of Rastafari through the music and mainly through roots and dub music. They're to me the type of music that carries on the message, the guidance, and the teachings of His Imperial Majesty. So therefore, more I listen to this type of music, more I wanted to know who is this Tafari that everyone is speaking about. Then that led me on to studying and connecting with people on the same way, on that same wavelength.
So my understanding, you were a teen when that happened at a young age, like 15, or it took you a little bit beyond in your early 20, or it was just like a youth movement back in the Caribbean. Many youth, like former generation, did embrace the culture, more or less into a Rastafari.
Yes, it was more or less that. As the early teens, and I got really rooted. We would say from 18 up, Because before I was listening to the rhythm, I was hearing the lyrics, but it had certain words and certain stuff that was of a higher knowledge that I couldn't really grasp on at that age.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, similar.
As we grow, you learn more,
Yeah.
And you understand certain different things, and you have different visions. You meet different people, and they share different part of their vision and their story, and it helps you grow.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, listening to you is almost like I revisit my early teens as well. Basically, a lot of similarity. I can definitely relate to your experience of it. So how long have you been affiliated with Chop Chop Production?
Whoa, that goes like way back now.
So what you say that
now?
Hold up, you say way back. You want to say like you're in your 50s? Because you sound fairly like I don't know, but come on.
I sound like an old soul, huh?
No. I'm saying you say way back. I'm just scratching my head and say, okay, what do you mean by way back? 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, 40 years. What do you say?
You're close, Right now it's going to be 11 years. 11 years going, yeah.
You lion. Yeah, that's
True.
solidified. That's consolidating the link and definitely 10 years. So you the sound, you basically the architect, the sound maker, the melody maker, but one of the pivotal one of Chop Chop Production. So anyhow I go to Chop Chop release, I know you put your vibes, your skills, your know-how into it. It's you.
Yeah, most of our. I mean, we have different producers also on the team. I'm not the only one. But
yeah.
Most of the time, yeah. If I'm not on the production part, maybe I'm on the design part. I do graphic design. I do
okay.
all the artwork.
So artwork. So if we out here listening to you, we need some of your expertise in artwork, we come to you, it's okay? Or you only do it for Chop Chop?
Yeah, you can come to me, it's okay. I move alongside too. We have Fire Mama also on the team that does artwork too. So
absolutely.
It can be me, it can be Fire Mama, it can be Isis Eye too. Isis Eye, she's very good inside that lane also,
Oh, we can't forget. Isis Eyes, every corner, every step of the way, she's there, and definitely highly, highly talented. Whoa! So, what have you gotten out of the connection with Father Chop? A man, a brother that I highly, highly respect. I mean, honorable, way up there, tough, good brother.
Well, I would say the most important thing and valuable thing that I learned with John Marcus is always put faith over fear, you know.
That's so nice. You say put faith over fear. So what does the
True.
fear represent, and what does the faith represent? Can you break
the-
it down?
The faith, yeah, I could break it down. You know, the faith is more or less having a strong belief system in yourself and what you can do and what you can bring to the world.
Mm.
And the fear part is all that's keeping us back from doing certain stuff, you know. Sometimes it can be communication or the fear of not knowing the person in front of us that we, you know, these barriers, mental barriers that keep us back from connecting with each other and making things possible on this earth, you know. So yeah,
Faith over fear. Faith over fear.
yeah.
That's powerful. That is a real good advice to we out there listening to your words. We're going to run a few tracks, then we're going to get back where we have left it. Okay?
No problem. Give thanks. Hopefully.
Faith over fear. Wow.
One ya remake production. Well, them couldn't change we pattern. Them say we spoiled and rotten. But the whole of history in your heart could never be forgotten. Still them couldn't change we pattern. Them say we spoiled and rotten. From miles and miles we sailing on, and never will be stopping. Whips and chains could never break me. Lips and pain could never make me. Hips of shame could never burn me. Emperor Selassie, I know the journey I see.
Fire.
Yes, brother.
So my understanding is that you've been to France, Europe.
Yeah.
So
I've been
you
there 15 years.
so you lived there in France.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So how was it? The reggae scene couple years ago. Was it a while ago that you were in France, or is just recently?
Yeah, well, I'm back like ever since. That's 3 years now that I'm back in the Caribbean, you know. But I've been 15 years, like I said,
Okay.
over France.
So you have basically witnessed and participate and experience with this French connection with reggae. So what is this very peculiar and particular affection that French or France seems to have with reggae music, even though they do not speak English? So where do you get this from?
Well, it's deep, it's big, you know. I think more or less it's a vibe, you know. It's a vibe that liberates the people, you know, from all those oppression and bondage they have in a society that keeps them down, you know. So when I encounter with the reggae scene over there, it was more or less cool, and it was a warm welcome, you know.
Beautiful. And where was that in France?
Well, it was over Saint-Etienne side, close to Lyon.
No way. Don't tell me that.
True.
No way. Saint-Etienne. I lived there. Not at
Yeah.
Saint-Etienne. No, come on. I was not in Saint-Etienne. I was exactly at the place called Sévenol. Wait a minute. What's the name of... Man, I don't even remember the place where I used to be. It's actually was like 60 kilometers from Saint-Etienne. And it's
All
called...
right, well,
And it's... What was the name of this place? It's at a place called Sévenol, which the... You see, me and my memory. But then I'm more so surprised that you know that place that I'm just missing the name. But as we talk, I'm going to remember that name.
But that goes to show you that the world is a small place. Finally,
the world is definitely a big place in a small encounter type of connection.
Exactly.
It's. But what was the name of this city? Actually, I was in a village too, and so Saint Etienne. So how was the soccer team, the football Les Verts? Were they famous at that time, or they had declined already? Because that was a big sports city.
Yeah, they was doing well. When I say they was doing good, and back in those time, they was in the top 10,
Yeah,
But right
exactly.
now, yeah, the decline,
Yeah. But Saint Etienne was a working type of. My Saint Etienne that I didn't really know because I hardly get there. But I was in the countryside. But it was a very working class type of people at that time. And we're talking about the 80s, so it was absolutely different than your time, I believe.
Yeah, right now, well, it's more or less getting sucked into Lyon and
Exactly.
everything that's moving, so it's developing even quicker. But if you go back on the history of Saint Etienne, well, it's a town that was based off of mining. They had a lot of people going down in the mines and bringing out the charcoal, like the name says. Exactly.
Yeah, it's but wow, I'm so surprised. I'm going to just briefly tell you, we much further later when I left that Saint Etienne vicinity, I went to Grenoble. And in Grenoble, in the mid-80s, Diallo from Abendigo, good friend of mine, good close brother, we started a sound system in 86, I would say. And we basically started doing our print on a music tip. And were you back then during your time into roots reggae or dancehall? Because France seems to be more one generation roots, the other one dancehall. Where were you more or less?
I was in the roots reggae scene.
Yeah.
Then after I got introduced to the dub scene also.
Yeah. Saint
So I was
Etienne.
mostly moving with those who organize festivals and all those different stuff. Yeah.
Saint Etienne is a very dub city. There's a French producer, which again the name is skipping me, but I do remember in the early 2000, they used to do a lot of shows, CDs, music, and concert around Saint Etienne. So you were part of this collective?
Well, I was moving with a collective from down Le Puy-en-Velay side.
Okay.
But they are connected, all the sound systems are more or less connected on the French scene,
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. We definitely gonna be catching up on that. We definitely. So we're gonna run a few more of your tune, and then we're gonna get back to some more questions. Is that okay with you?
No problem, bro.
Give
no
thanks.
problem.
Give thanks. Yes, fire.
Thanks, bro.
Okay, now I was able to catch up with the name of the tune of the city. It was called Chambon-sur-Lignon. Are you familiar with Chambon-sur-Lignon?
Of course.
How you mean, of course?
Chambon. Because I used to go drive through Chambon-sur-Lignon to get to Saint Etienne to go down on the Puy to do the rehearsal for sound system. So I know very good that city.
Well, I don't know. At the time I was there, it was a village. So now you tell me turn into a city. Wow. I was there like
Evolution.
I was there in 82 to 84. 84, and that's my vague long time memory. Very cold up there in the mountains, and yeah. And Saint Etienne was not far from there, right?
No, it's like if you say from Chambon to Saint Etienne, you have like something like I say 20 minutes on the highway.
Okay, yeah. Wow. What a small place, like you said. Okay. So, did you ever play in Grenoble?
Grenoble, I did one show in Grenoble, yeah, but on the dub scene.
On the dub scene, yeah. Yes, this definitely the place where we left our print, our mark, at the University of Grenoble, and men like Abendigo, who is the CEO right now, Brother Ahmed, and Brother Sly. That's where he's based now. Actually, he did return to Grenoble, and he's working on reestablishing the Abendigo sound system over there. So we hope that one day we all gonna find ourselves and we're all gonna be doing some music together.
Hopefully it's gonna come true. It's gonna come true, hopefully. Jah willing.
Jah willing, indeed. So, what is the most difficult part in production, music production, from your experience?
Well, difficult. I wouldn't say difficult in the production. You know, it's just that you have to always. Well, it's the technology that forces us more or less to keep up to date with all that's material wise. You know, but about that, nothing really difficult. You know, once you got the flow, the groove, and the inspiration.
Yeah.
And you got the lyrics and the message to get out, you put all that together, and then can go forward, you know.
Yeah, I like your answer because my father always told me when I used to be much younger that anything that is difficult at the beginning, the more you do it, the more you get used to it, the easier it becomes. It becomes even like a second nature. Would you say that in your early stage? Was it a little bit difficult, the learning curve, but now it's just, you can do it blindfolded almost?
Well, exactly. I wouldn't say blindfolded, you know. I still got to see the keyboard, to tap the keys, and when I...
Well, maybe in 20 years. What about in 20 years, going to be able to do it blindfolded, right?
Well, yeah, hopefully, if that's the direction we have
turn
to
the
take,
light
hopefully.
off, set up everything. I say, okay, I'll be back in 20 minutes. Here I come back, blindfolded. My man just picks up everything connected. The sound crisp, perfect. That gonna be you in 20 years down the line? Yes,
Yeah.
that's the reason why we call you genius, right?
Gotta be one of the reasons, I got that title.
Okay.
I don't say from who, but the person knows themselves.
Okay, Lion, let's run this tune. This tune is so beautiful. I checked. So can you tell us? Can you tell us about this? This is what? Neo soul, roots, reggae is what? Is universal. How do you put a finger on this? If I had to say, okay, this is ba ba bi ba ba ba, but you who made it, can you tell us what it is? Fire.
Well, we're talking about a track that is playing right now, or you're talking in general about my music in general?
No, this track itself, the one that Sister Isis I sang. Beautiful song.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the good love rhythm. Yeah, you can. It's a mix. It's a mix between soul, neo soul, close to a kind of hip hop groove, but yeah, mixed with a little soul in it.
That's nice. That was a major. I mean, when I first came across Isis I's release CD, I said, "Wow, look at this! Who is this?" And this used to be the time I was just getting to, to establish connection with you, Chop, and Isis I said, "Wow, these brothers and sisters are so talented." So that was you. That you made that. You designed that beat. That
Exactly,
melody.
yeah, I designed that beat. Yeah, got like 10 years from 10 years I did that beat.
That's 10 years ago.
10 years ago. That's why you also have singers like Touch a Go on top of it.
Yes.
You have different singers on top of that beat also,
Or say, okay. So if I'm Fasimba, I have a sound system. So if I'm interested in getting various cut of this magnificent special rhythm, who do I go to? Do I have to go see the CEO, or I go to see the architect or the singer? How, if I want to collect these music, how do I do to go about it?
Well, you can eventually hit up the CEO or hit us up at our email info.chapchapproductions.com. I think Sister Isis is gonna post it in the chat, and you can hit me up also directly to, well, anyone that you link on Chap Chap Production, you can hit them up and they'll get the message to us or get the message to me.
So I can, this music, all the music that I've been playing from the start is available. It's at the tip of my finger if I get in touch with Chop or you or Isis I, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can get the music as it is set right there, or you also can get special cuts if it sounds and everything. You want a double cut on top of those different songs. You can always check out Chop Production, and we'll find a way to get it to you.
But it's not only me who is a sound. That's anybody. Any one of us listening can have. Anyone. Okay. Definitely. Let's run it and let's enjoy it. Then we'll be back. Okay? Can we?
Yeah, go ahead. No problem.
No. Yeah. Don't cry. Touch your go. No. Never you cry about life. Stand up with your mind. Just give it a try. Never cry about life. Stand up with your mind. Give it a try. Made down but not Chop Productions. He said, I'm so glad that you're alive. I give thanks to know that you survive.
Yes, Isis I, the one and only.
He said, keep your principality like when you were on holy day. Remember, man of right is God in flesh, and woman of right is goddess in flesh. I'm not panic or Ashtani. I smoke my granny and write good music. Outburst, reaching joy. Many love they step. I did not dirty man. I wonder what next.
Original chop chop style, you know. Fire coal. Design it. Full of talented, uncompromising lioness style beat. Message, lyrics, vibes, frequencies, all the way. We hope that you're tuning in out of Africa, Europe, America. Special interview style, you know. We blend interview with music, reasoning, message music. That's how we do. And we hope that you catch the vibe in a proper frequency level. Original, you know, Fasimbas Afrikan Vanguard dub sound roots. The lion and the lioness. Yes, fire. Repatriation.
Yes.
So here we have another question. We got few questions that we definitely want to. Yes, what is the Ras community in Guadeloupe?
Well, the community, they're there. I see the doing movement. You know, I didn't have much time to connect with them as yet. You know, as I came in and I started doing my work in production, so I'm between my job and the production work too. I ain't got much time to link up right now, but they're doing fine. Well, when I was a little bit younger and going to school, and I used to go to sound systems, you know, and I remember that they used to have one called Chapla, was a good movement they used to have with an ancient, you know. He used to do a lot of gatherings and bring artists and sounds together, you know.
Okay. So there's a name and there's a sound system. The EW, the Abidjan collective.
Yeah.
It's not the name. So what's the name of the sound again?
It's Conscious Way International.
I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm just missing all names and so forth, and I'm very focused, but as of now I'm just missing names. But it's just actually it's only 1 o'clock here. So what time is it where you are?
There it's 1:48.
Okay, yeah, we're in the same time zone. I seem to be in another time zone, but
I see that. That's no problem, bro.
but you know, even though I'm in another time zone, I'm rooted and I enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm fully in tune with the moment and the question and the answer. So feel no way, you know. I'm just
no problem.
I'm just saying it. So yes, the consciousness out of Guadeloupe with the sound system amount one that once came to Baltimore, and that's the reason I do remember her, a good sister. I remember her positive, strictly roots daughter, Abidjan. So have you met Abidjan? Have you attended her sound? Are you playing together? Do you intend of playing together? That's a question I'm just throwing out there.
Well, that would be my greatest, you know, my greatest thought and greatest wish right now, you know. But actually, like I told you, I'm deep down in certain projects what concerns my job, so
yes,
I won't be having much time. But we connected already. We're connected, you know, through social medias and everything, and I sent some of my music, most of my music, so
that's good.
They know what's going down. Also, with Chop Chop production, they know the production. They have the music already. You know,
that's good.
It's just for us to formalize everything and hit a gathering here on the spot.
So it's Guadeloupe, a big island. Is it from one point to another, to one extreme. You drive in what, in 3 hours, 4 hours, or less, or I don't have any.
Yeah. Well, you could say that, like say more or less 4 hours,
Okay.
5 hours, you can do the whole turn of the island.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I really would love visiting Guadeloupe. I've always used to be mesmerized by the name Guadeloupe, and it's one thing I know about Guadeloupe. It's you do have some very, very social conscious form of cultural people there. The news that we get, videos from time, who really want to promote the culture, the dignity, a better living condition for the everyday people. So is life expensive there?
Well, I would say it's more or less like all the different dependent in colony of France, it's going to be more expensive because the administration has all the fees and all the things stated like they're on the mainland. So that on that part, that's expensive. But on the other part, well, on the island you always can survive. You know what I mean? So you have nature, you have things, you have the land, you have the grounds. So you always can survive. Not if you're not too into the system. There's a way of getting out.
Exactly.
Surviving in this world.
So let's make this clear for many people who do not know. But if you're familiar with the Virgin Island, the connection between America and the Virgin Island, and please correct me if I'm wrong, it is about the similar identical status that Martinique and Guadeloupe do have. They are départements, meaning they are states that are outside of the mainland. Am I correct? It's just as much as Alsace or Le Tarn or all these other places. It's just a state outside of the territory, the mainland of France. So they have the same equal status and so forth. I see.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Guadeloupe. So the weather now, you say it's the weather is like storms, hurricane. Am I correct? Hurricane season.
Well, we're into that season, but it's not every day that we got rain, But we're into that season, so anytime we can expect anything, coming off of the Gulf Coast, not the Gulf Coast, but coming off of Africa, coming over the Atlantic,
Let's see. Guadeloupe. So what's the temperature right now? What is like what? It's in.
Well, it's in degrees. That is 30 degrees Celsius, but it got to be something like 80 degrees Fahrenheit for.
Right now for you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's like summer, big time summer. Here we back into 50. Today, actually, here officially it's like the first day of cold towards the winter. It's no more Indian summer. It's the weather has definitely changed within a couple of days up here in let's say I'm in Washington D.C., Baltimore area.
Okay.
So can you tell us about this dub there?
Sure. I think the dub that you're listening to is the Journey dub.
It's called The Journey.
Let me listen closely again. I'm hearing you far, and I don't want to interfere.
Okay.
Oh no, that's the one that we did with Jackoman down Mexico. That's the combination I did with Jackoman.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not the Journey.
So
He had me fooled because I was listening to the flute.
exactly,
He had the flute in it.
yes, exactly. We have like 10
And
10 seconds behind and so forth.
true.
That's true. So you went to Mexico. How long did you stay there?
Nah. No, I haven't been to Mexico as yet. I'm looking forward to. I'm collaborating with Jack Command.
Yes.
Hopefully, when everything goes good, well, we hit the track,
Yes.
Right now, Jack Command, he's also inside of his movement. He has certain things already organized going. So
True.
when things clear up, we
Yeah.
gotta find a space where we can,
One thing about Jacko, man, no matter what, he's been keeping up doing sound system, doing all these 2 years. We see videos of him doing session and a hard working, good hermano brother from Mexico, Jacko, man, out of the also under the umbrella of Chop Chop Production. Good brother. Hell up to Jacko, man. Yeah. Nice one. And this famous one. This tune there is a wicked one. You hear it?
Yeah.
So
True.
this is a wicked tune.
Foundation.
Yeah. Let
Foundation will work.
So, what are your upcoming projects or your new project that you intend? If you don't mind sharing with us what you have in
No
line.
problem. Well, we have upcoming projects. I have the second volume of Swally Dub Rhythm that's coming out. It's gonna have artists like Jobless on it, Simon Splinter, Reggie Hammer. There's gonna be a second version of that rhythm coming out there.
Yes.
Also, we have Architect Dub. It's gonna be a dub project also.
Oh, I'm looking for that.
And reggae, it's gonna be the Malachi rhythm. Malachi rhythm is gonna be up next also in roots reggae.
I see. And my understanding is that Ghana, you are going to be invited on a radio online in Ghana in couple weeks too, right?
Yeah, in 2 weeks' time, we're gonna be on the 31st, and give thanks to Black Santino and the crew over Ghana for having us also. And yeah, go ahead.
So you're well connected with Ghana too. So it's Europe, it's America, it's like a worldwide network connection.
Yeah, we're connection all over. I was working few weeks ago with a brother from over Japan. A few months ago, I was working with another brother from over Hawaii. We got 2-3 rhythms to come through also. Yeah, well, it's a big connection, it's people all over, It's just that we got to take time to organize every project and how it's going to come out and how we're going to go forward with the promotion. But the work is being done. Just taking time, like Father Jeff say, faith over fear. Everything is in patience, with patience,
that who are the singers and chanters you've been working with? Let's say during most of your career, and who are the one that has really stuck to your mind?
Well, you talking about only singers and chanters or producers also?
I would say singers and chanters.
Okay, well, if it's singers and chanters, I work with a lot of artists that with Chop Chop production mainly
Okay.
throughout the years. And I have other artists like Antoine, different artists that been coming in throughout the years, you know, and connecting, and we're doing different projects together still, you know. So you have Antoine, you have Mouse Effects was one also.
Yes, I keep hearing that name too.
Yeah, Big
Antoine.
Brother over Japan, he's cool. Mouse Effects, yeah, Antoine. I'm looking forward to have a collaboration also with Rasta Rakai.
Okay. So where is Antoine
Yeah.
from? Where is he from?
Antoine, he's from over Holland.
Holland. Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
think he's originally from Suriname. Maybe I get that
Of
wrong, but
course.
he'll correct me.
Yes,
But
yes.
he's living over Holland.
Yes, exactly. Suriname. Yeah, a good brother. I always get some good word of encouragement from him through the YouTube session that I do. Always very upful, very respectful, and very words full of inspiration. If you do talk to him, just hail him up from Fasimba.
No problem. I will pass it on.
Thank you. So let's see this. So you do a lot of rhythm production, a lot of dub production.
Yeah, a lot of the dub. Well, that's my main go-to now. You know, sometimes I feel like doing a reggae. Sometimes I feel like doing a dance hall or a hip hop or something, some other different production to blow the mind. But whenever I really sit down, it seems like right now I'm in a dub mode. You know.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm on the dub frequency, so I stay connected with that. And most production that comes is mainly dub. But after, yeah, anything goes in creation. Actually, you know, it's just like I said, it's the inspiration. If I sit down and get the inspiration to go that way, I go through that way, you know.
So what does dub represent to you?
Dub, it represents a kind of, let's go back on the first subject that we had on the reasoning, a form of liberation, you know, being able to create music and not stick in one pattern or one, you know what I mean to say?
Yeah.
One bass. Dub music is open, it's free, it's like a universal vibration also, you know. Well, I won't say that the other music isn't, you know, but it's in the way of composing and mixing. There's something about mixing dub that I can't describe it like that, you know. It's just a feel. It's just a feel.
It's just a feel.
Energy. Yeah, it's an energy when you do that. Yeah, it takes me far sometimes. It takes me far.
So you know Fasimba is a dub warrior, right?
Yeah, I know you're a deep dub warrior.
Love this one. Look at this. Wow. Heavy dub warrior style. Big tune. I love Chop Chop production. Payako, Dub Master. Original. That's a nice one, though. So this is Father Chop, right? The voice.
On this tune there?
Yeah. Or it's not. Wait.
Journey.
This is who?
That's Father Chop, John Marcus.
Yes.
He's singing on top of Journey. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the Journey rhythm.
So tell us about Father Chop. Tell us about him.
Well, what you really want to know about Father Chop?
Well, what I know many people listening would like to know more.
Well, Father Chop, he's just Father Chop. You have to know him to, you can't describe the man in few words in
tell
time
you.
like that, Yeah, he's a great human being. A very great human being, powerful human being. I look up to and I respect very much,
Yeah, big time. So my understanding, it's him who used to be back then in Jamaica, gathering all the upcoming talent left and right. He used to be behind the board. Those faces that we never see. The cornerstone that some of them builder just seem to undervalue or just not even mention. But anytime you see some of them who just become big, they always mention that name. Father Chop, carrying it left and right. Is that so?
Exactly. Most of the artists that came out of Chop Chop production, yeah. Father Chop, he's behind all that,
Very important figure in the roots.
Yeah, exactly.
Lion liberation music out of Jamaica during the last 20 years, I would say so. 25 years.
I would say maybe even more.
Even more.
Yeah.
I see. So he's the one they call Black Panther?
Exactly.
So when we use the term
Panther himself.
Black Panther, that's some serious heavy title that. So he's a Black Panther?
Exactly.
Fierce.
Stone.
Fierce. Well, from Fasimba, Wadada, Roots Wadada, Father Chop, man named John Marcus. Correct? Lion greetings. Honorable, absolutely. So I do have a few tunes that I received a couple months ago. It's a compilation where you have some vocal. Do you mind if I run them up?
No, that's no problem. And what I would like to do after that is I will try to give a giveaway, with
yes,
people in the chat.
That's so nice.
I would like to send them from me to them. My first and my last album,
Wow.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out the chat, the stream, and we're gonna choose people in the stream, and we'll ask them to please forward their email as they hear their name called.
Okay.
Onto our link info at Chop Chop Productions stating.
Is that so? So I'm excluded.
Yeah.
I'm excluded, right? I can't do that. I mean, I'm okay. I'm fine.
You can't participate. I mean, you already win the prizes already.
No, I'm just going to exclude myself because just we talk behind the scene, you and I, because your music nice, and I would like to have some of your music.
But yeah, I would like to give back also, from me and the Chop Chop production a little bit to your listeners also,
No,
so,
absolutely. That's a very, very good idea. And I know that more and more people who are into the production of music need to connect, like you are doing with those who are listening, because if you're not part of that world, it seems to be like a big gap between those who make the music and those who sing and those who are listening.
Exactly.
And it's so important. I mean,
It's
listeners,
important.
it's so
We
important.
make the music for them,
Exactly.
So we need them. So sometimes
Exactly.
we have to give back naturally to our listeners and people who follow us through the journey,
Exactly. And I myself, I'm a D listener. I mean, I do not play any instrument, but one thing that I know, besides instrument wise, my sound system for I is like an instrument. But
exactly,
it's nothing but an
bro.
instrument, and it was difficult at first for me to understand the importance of streaming and getting online, so to speak, because I was more accustomed to the organic, the raw, when we have to move like 10 heavy speakers going up the steps, and then we had to plug the cables and carry those very heavy amps, and then sometime we had to be only 2 to do the job, or 3, and I'm telling you,
I did that too.
and the show is at 8 p.m., but we start at
Yep.
noon. We start the work at noon, so decorating the space and plugging up the cables, making sure the sound is crisp, clear, equalized to the perfection. Then running the show, and at the end breaking down everything and going down the steps, and talking about 6 o'clock in the morning, where you have to carry these heavy speakers inside the van, and then we have to drive 1 hour home, and we get home at 7 a.m. That's the part that people do not understand, the effort, and we've been doing this for the last 15 or 20 years. So
True.
this is a side that people don't know. It's more than just playing. And
what you're saying is correctly true. I've been doing that when I was in France with the dub movement.
Exactly.
It's like that, Exactly. You have to set up. You have to do every single thing,
And sometimes
Everything.
people don't come, or when they come, they don't
but
really want to
the sh-
patronize at
the
the
show
door, but the show must go on.
The show must go on.
Yeah.
Exactly. No
And-
matter what.
And also, it's not a show per se. For I experience, and for many, it is a ritual. It's at some specific ritual ways and how to proceed and on. It's not disco. It's not disc jockey. It's a sound system with the selector, the vocal,
Exactly.
DJ, or sometime with you see all these decoration. These are symbols, with symbols on the walls, and we push and promote a certain idea, certain ideology, certain concept, certain message. So everything is done accordingly how it used to be done before we were even into the concept, into the culture, into the consciousness of such thing. So we do follow a tradition, we do follow a very specific ritual, so to speak. So this is the tradition, musically speaking, I do originate from. And we just love it. We love to see the brothers like you doing the music, so we can keep on doing our part.
Exactly.
But all this
Well,
has
it's one big
changed.
family.
It is.
We're connected still. It's one big family.
We are a big family.
Africa, Africa, whoa. You know the children, listen. African children. African children. African children. African children.
I design, creator, creation, oh creation, creator, creation, the creator, creation, oh creation, creator, creation, the creator, the creation.
You got to stand up strong.
Well, Chalu. Well, Chalu. That's just the low. Well, African children, foundation of the creation. African children, root of all civilization. African children, don't be afraid to fight and stand.
Overstander. The creator. Overstander.
In this time,
Yes, Fire. You there?
Yes, no problem here.
Yeah, it's good music. Right? Heavy beat, heavy frequency.
Yeah, that is Wally dub rhythm there that was just playing, and that's the one I tell you the volume 2 is coming soon, you know,
Good.
shortly.
Good. As soon as out, please. I know you just informed me because I definitely want to put my hands on them rhythm, them nice. So they have different cut, or it's
Yeah.
gonna be cut 1, cut 2, cut 3, or it's gonna be just one cut to the next different one. You're gonna have different version of the
No,
same
well-
cut.
Well, that's it. You know, this something specific about this rhythm is that I have original cuts with the 6 artists. Then after I have another dub cut where it's the same rhythm based, but it's a different dub mix. And then I have another instrumental version that came from that. So maybe it's gonna be 3 cuts with the 6 artists. But
Okay.
I'm bringing it out by volumes. So
Okay.
the 2 first volumes are gonna be the original cuts, you know.
So it's
And
gonna
after-
be online, gonna be
Like a
on CD.
Well, I'm looking forward to get it on vinyl, you know.
On
but after
vinyl.
it's gonna be also on digital also, you know.
Okay. That
But the
look,
dub cut's gonna be mostly on vinyl with the original cut.
oh, this is gonna be nice, huh?
African children.
This is a serious project going on, huh? And when is it due,
Yeah.
approximately?
Excuse me?
When is it due? It's in next year or by when is it due?
Well, I was looking forward to get it for November, but it's gonna be too just with my work. So what I'm gonna do is, I think by the beginning of next year, early beginning of next year, I'm gonna hone in on that. Not to give a date too precise right now, but I think it's gonna be more in 2022.
Well, I tell you this, it's worth waiting. The waiting is worth. I tell you, just take all the time you have to. Just let me know when it's due out. I'll be standing in line to get my copy. You say it's gonna be on vinyl and on LPs, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to get. Yeah.
I guess there's a outside line, but I can't be interrupted right now. So are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still listening.
Good. We have an outside line, but
You got to stand up strong.
Well, Charlie.
Tuximilia Productions. Piracy Alkibul and Defender. Ordem. Do that.
we good playing this one?
Yeah.
Good.
Go ahead.
Love this one.
That's the one from 7 years ago. That's good.
Yes. Let's run this one.
Shine the words I sing, thanks for the giving of thanks. Shout aloud Rastafari along the river banks. Praise His Majesty, who give us sustenance. Previate Babylon, vanity, pollutions. Every day we take time out in remembrance of them and those who did give them resistance. This your fire we're burning, make them keep them distance. Upliftment, them can't turn and twist for mission. No greater joy than the blessings that we can walk.
Yes, fire.
Yes.
So the vocal, that's the one who I think it is. Who is singing the first tune?
The first tune before this tune that's playing actually here.
Yes. No, the one before. The first tune that who is the vocal on it?
It's a brother called Fireworks.
Fireworks. Whoa. Like that. Like him. Like it. Like the style. And this one, who is this?
Well, that is Fireco before he became Fireco.
That's you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's see this. Fire call this.
The roots.
Okay. Officer.
Well, give me the roots. Every time that me ready, yes, the roots. Let it go through me, maybe give me the roots. Every time me rolling steady, it's the roots. Well, give me the roots. Every time that me ready, yes, the roots. Let it go through me, maybe give me the roots. Every time me rolling steady, it's the roots. Well, give me the roots. Every time that me ready, yes, the roots. Let it go through me, they give me the roots. Every time me rollin' steady, it's the roots.
I strictly roots, yes, I keep me uplifted. This type of music, I know, yes, it's gifted. Just set apart and I can't lift it. One is the real cause this year one livicated.
So, when was that music? Many years ago or just recently? Fire.
The roots,
Yes.
the root song.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, this one.
I recorded that 5 years ago in France.
Okay. Oh. Some down there in Saint Etienne, around Saint Etienne region.
Yeah, I recorded that in my home studio at Saint Etienne.
Okay. Wow, that's a nice one. That's a really nice one. And this one.
Hey yo, it's a get to me alongside George Dub. Give it thanks for the essence of creation. Thanks for revelation.
That is you also?
Yeah. That's the play that I created for a producer called George Dub up in Saint Etienne.
Okay. So this is you on the vocal.
Yeah. Me on the vocals, yeah.
Well, you what's so you be just look at you. I mean, we okay. Well, salute.
Balance is a guidance and guidance is a key. Upliftment for humanity, see sir. Revelation time, one more time. Easy. I dwell and hold me meditation on the hills. Tell them right you now the Rasta moving tranquil. Each and everywhere we are, they go, we are chill. Drop, I do this until. When you come, 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 you come.
So this tune itself, what's the message within this tune itself?
Well, that tune mostly, it's more or less my meditation that I had at that time up in France, It's my meditation and the way that I had to conduct myself and carry on myself and my inner thoughts, more or less my inner thoughts.
So at that time in France, what was your inner thought and how did you carry yourself? Compare that how you carrying yourself now in Guadeloupe and what is your inner thought now in Guadeloupe? Is there a change? Is the same? Is that the same? We just want to find out if you don't mind.
I was more like up there. I was more in the how do you say in the nature side, on nature side, So I was always, when I used to listen to those music before I write a song, like I said, in this song is trad. I used to be planting my garden, going up in the hills,
and that's
vibes,
France.
like naturally.
You're talking about France. In France, you have countryside. You had. I mean, I know I've been there, but so okay. I was there in the 80s. You had many part of France that's like village and all these places in the far from the city type. So you still have place like this in France? You still exist?
Yeah. That's that's more or less my meditation. I'm not someone that really likes living in town and town movement. So I need a tranquility and everything that recalls me.
Yeah.
More or less home by me, and up there is only the nature that I get connected to have those kind of moods and feelings, So,
it's the big difference here in America. If you live like this, then you are a very fortunate person. If you are able to live in the countryside, in the nature side, you appear to be wealthy, so to speak. But my understanding is that in Europe or in France, everyday people, if they choose to, they can still live in the countryside and be okay. It's possible even now.
Yeah, if they choose to, like even now, like I told you, I was living on countryside outdoors, even past winter outside, We had a little camp where we and certain brethren we used to live outdoors. We had to get up and go cut your wood for winter time. We had a little chimney and all those different stuff.
Oh, but so wait a minute. You're talking about really living like you were in 1950? I mean, like no electricity. No. You were at that level?
That's the truth. I had my equipment and everything based in my family living spot.
Yes, of
course. But I used to do retreat.
Yes, retreat.
Like say go up in the hills and stay 6 months up in there.
What? Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, you did the trot then, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
And I needed that sometimes. I needed that. Because, like I told you, it's a balance. It's a balance. When you grew up in that environment, and you're after conditioned by how a different system comes on, you need spaces like that where you can get away and you can be yourself.
Yes.
Again, And me with the brethren, it was the same thing. We grew our garden, grew the grounds. We shared anything that the ground provided. We shared amongst each other. When we cook with the whole community. It was 15 of us on the ground.
Wow.
So yeah, we organized. Everything was organized like our household, but we know what we had to do. Everyone, even though we had different jobs, or everyone had different activities.
Yes. So it was like a community.
Exactly.
A commune, what they call commune.
The main goal was living as a community,
And they were all Rasta, or it was just no?
Well, it was mixed. He had some was Rasta, some was how they say over there, Babakus.
Yes, I understand that. I can picture it. I do.
It was
see
mixed,
it.
And everybody was bringing a little bit of their culture, a little bit of their knowledge, a little bit of their wisdom. Had people who know about natural stuff. It had people who know about the stars. Had people who know about gardening.
Very good.
Had people who know about Rastafari. Had people who used to be playing instruments.
Yeah.
It was eclectic. That was
eclectic,
cool.
Yeah. Good experience. Yeah.
Great experience for me. It's a great experience, actually.
Yeah, I can picture that. I can definitely picture that. And all this in Europe. Who would have thought that? Wow.
Well, like you say, faith over fear, you just have to go and do it. If I have to do it back again, I could do it anywhere in the world,
That's
For me,
so true.
It's no more fear.
Yeah.
If I got to come in the States and do it over in the States, or do it over Japan, or do it over Mexico, I'm going to do it, because it's life. And there you live up and you get to know people better than how the history books or whatever the news tell you,
Yes.
There you live with people.
That's
and
true.
You get to know people and the culture and what's deep down.
And after living with people that in a different condition you will not even mingle or get to know, you get to really see how faith over fear do really break down not only barriers, but you tend to really see the similarity of the person who is in front of you. Although you're so supposedly so different, you come to understand just by listening and by reasoning that we all do things the same way, but in a different way that we were being taught, right?
Exactly.
Interesting.
And the real, it reveals to you that it's one humanity no matter what, no matter what.
On the real, huh? On the real.
Yeah.
That's deep. Faith over fear.
Rastafari.
So highly blessed is the one who seeks your glory. Your blessings will remain. You will never be ashamed. You will never be ashamed. So many been fighting wars from ancient history. Your love remains the same. I've got no complaint. I've got no complaint.
So who is the vocal on this one?
Then he's been in Washington.
Yes. Glenn Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big singer there.
Exactly.
He used to be so massive being in the early 2000s. That's all you hear. Glenn Washington left and right.
And no matter what we could do, love is no disgrace.
That's a heavyweight singer. So you know him?
Yeah, give thanks. No, actually, it's Father Chap that brought me to that connection.
Yeah, that's a great man.
Build that beat over, you know.
Yeah, he got a clear voice. Glenn Washington, Crystal. I mean, even if you don't speak English, when he sing, you can understand if you just take your time. He articulates at the perfect level. Glenn Washington. And all this, that's your rhythm. All this, you made those.
Yeah, all those beats. Yeah.
Those beats.
My production. Yeah.
Wow.
What beats, rhythm, instrumental, however you want to call it.
Yeah, beats, rhythm, instrumental. Love your production, you love your beats, you know?
Give thanks, brother.
Really? So we hope that we are doing a good presentation of your huge catalog. I mean, it's like